Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Black Survivor Die Series, broadcasting live every Warrior Wednesday here on Through the Knowledge Radio, our YouTube channel. Pardon the delays. We had some technical difficulties. We are here live now. Got a treat for y'all. Got a treat. Get this together.
Fire for them. Fifth child, holla back, Chris style. Feel buckside now, man. Wheel up. I'm a little field nigga from a underground road. When me spreading black patch like a poisonous toad. When me up, will bring my fire, man, burning up your soul. When me fighting for me people and such a heavy load. I'm a little field bro. Told when me up, will bring my fire, man, burning up your soul. When me fighting for me people and such a heavy load. Donovan, man, we come fi rumble. Two shot from Glock, watch your cracker, them fi stumble. Feel pon this set, watch your pussy boy humble. Rough like a lion and me king in the jungle. Big up ganja hustle up, me nice in all the bundle. King chat to lyric and the Babylon tumble. Follow Babylon when the towers them fi crumble. Man now we go, so we set by example. Me mash it up, watch a big gal limpy trample. Bust enough shot from me big black rifle, me mash it up. Look at pussy boy, them still humble. Black power gangster, Babylon we rumble. King with the crown and the crown we no fumble. Stepping out the back was on the landmine you stumble. Creeping out the dark Philly pig get a shot too. Slave master murder in the field, niggas spot you. Me hot crew, come with Maroon, now we go rock you. Set up on this rhythm, king be hot proof. We pull it up and mash it up. Now who be hot man and not you. No blood go run when the black God be come true, me mash it up. King in all the world fully loaded. Flex pon this set now, man, we are go hold it. Come like Napoleon, a Roman, them must stole it. Turn up a notch, Lord King can't control it. Little field nigga from an underground road. When me spreading black patch like a poisonous toad. When me up, will bring my fire, man, burning up your soul. When me fighting for me people, and such a heavy load. I'm a little field nigga from an underground road. When me spreading black patch like a poisonous toad. When me up, will bring my fire, man, burning up your soul. When me fighting for me people, and such a heavy load. I'm a 5-star general, chemist in a diss. Crackers best be ducked down when I raise my black fist. Field nigga be the king, and the king be God and man. Tip my crown to the side, cause I reside in the ghetto fam. Holla black at the God now. Where your other telling me friend? Pissing out.
All right, all right, all right, all right. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and run with the class. The God is having major technical issues, y'all. So bear with us. But you're here, Black Power. Thank you for tuning in. Give me a little bit of your time, and I want to talk about tonight something very serious, something that a lot of people think that they can handle, and it's super easy to just make it happen. And well, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you do not have the survival skills to help you survive. And trying to give the God a little time to come in. But wow. Okay, 1 second, y'all. All right. He'll be black with us in a hot second. So we just gonna roll. Minister King Samir Shabazz, National Minister of Defense of the Black Riders Liberation Party, National Deputy Field Marshal of the new Black Panther Party under the leadership of Crystal Muhammad. And to all the viewers, thank you for tuning in. And you are tuning in to the Survive or Die class. We talk about survival and all of that good stuff. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. I want to talk about the importance of fire. You know what I'm saying? How serious fire is and will be continuously in a survival situation. And not just in a survival situation. Hell, we need fire every day. We need fire for heat. We need fire for food and sanitation and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so what would make fire any different in a survival situation, in a it really hits the fan situation? You know what I'm saying? And for an example, just earlier, I went to go cook some food, right? And I clicked the light switch and the light bulb blew out. So I had a really quick decision. Should I go buy another goddamn light bulb? Or can I just grab my UCO candle lantern, light the lantern, and it'll light up the whole entire kitchen? You see what I'm saying? So just little things like that on a constant basis, we will constantly find ourselves somehow or another in a survival situation. And even if it's just something just as small as a light bulb, we have to get into practice on not relying on a damn light bulb to give us light. We have to get our minds into practice. We have to get our brains into the practice and the habit of survival mode. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was out in Connecticut and I did the build on psychological preparation, psychological survival. You understand what I'm saying? Very important, because if your mind ain't right, and I don't care how many guns you got, I don't care how many EDC tools or bug out tools you got, I don't care how many skills you think you may have, if your mind is not right, if you're not psychologically prepared to live off grid, to live on a beach, to live on a desert, to live out in the woods, hell, we gotta have our minds right every day living in the hood. You dig? We got to be able to survive every single day living in our own hood. So what makes shit hits the fan scenario any different from our everyday survival? The difference is our everyday survival, we've become so reliant on everyone else to take care of us. Whatever your gas company is, you rely on that gas company to give you gas so you can cook your food and boil water and dry your clothes and all that kind of stuff. When you hit that light switch, you expect those lights to come on when you know you paid your bill, right? So you're relying on your electric company to make sure your electricity is working, right? The water, the cable, the cell phone, whatever bills you have to pay, those bills are tools of slavery, tools of non-independence and reliance on someone else. So we're talking about, when we talk about survival, we're talking about self-reliance, self-independence, self-sustainment. You dig? So last week we talked about the importance of medical kit, and we went through just a few items. You know what I'm saying? That list wasn't a say all end all. That's just the list. No, that's just a basic list for you to build off of and even add on. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's a lot of things. And even though I just came into a huge, nice supply of medical stuff to add to my kit, but it's still more stuff I know I need to add. So this build, I want to talk about the importance of fire. And I want to go through some things. I want to show y'all my fire kit. You know what I'm saying? I want to show y'all my fire kit. Hold on one second. This is my fire kit. Right? So I want to, and as you can see, I have it color labeled. The yellow, that's for fire. I have my bag colored labeled. Each compartment colored label, so I know exactly what it is. So I want to just go through some of the contents of there you go, with the bug out bag, with the survive or die bug out bag. So the first degree, y'all, boom, to the fire kit, of course, should be lighters, right? Different types, different styles of lighters, and we're gonna get into some more stuff that I got in this kit. But I want to show you so a trick. Boom. If you don't have any fluid in your light and you're trying to get a fire started with some tinder, right? With some fire starting tinder, and all you need is a spark to get this tinder sparked up, use an empty lighter. See? And that's enough spark to get your tinder lit, because this spark is also the same as about the spark of a ferro rod. You dig? So you can use an empty lighter to get your tinder started. And let's dig into the fire kit, shall we? So here we have, I just got these yesterday or 2 days ago. Test these out. These are fire cubes. Now, as you can see how big they are, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all about the battery in a minute. I got the battery sitting there for a reason. So these fire cubes, see how big they are. Yo, word is bond. Of course, you see one empty. Why? Because I had to put it to the test. This joint burned for almost 15 minutes. One cube. Now this will just help get your fire started, or with this cube and my baby girl here, right? You can cook that one cube on with the stove. Almost 15 minutes, that one cube. Okay? So boom. You got those. Now, I'm a pyro. I like to start fires. Okay, hold on one second. All right, so boom, we have here a ferro rod. Now I just told you about the ferro rod and the lighter, the empty lighter, right? Okay, well, this is the ferro rod. And we're gonna get to that more detail about this in a hot second. But this is sticky tape, sealant, windows. Word is bond. You can burn a piece of this to get your fire started. Instant, it flames right up instantly. You understand what I'm saying? So I got a little piece of that in my kit. And oh boy, this here is what you scrape off. See all of this black right here, and see how I got silver right there? That's because I had to scrape it a little bit to get down to the root of it to get it sparking. So once I scraped it off, it becomes the magnesium. This is a magnesium ferrocerium rod, right? So this in the bag family is basically the scrapings of this instant fire starter. I'm not going to light it in here, but this joint sparks right up, and it when it holds together as it sparks, so it gives you like a little mold. You understand what I'm saying? Very good fire starter. So I got actually 2 bags of that. I got a really big fire kit because I'm building my kit more so for long-term basis, right? So 2 bags of that, bang. And of course we have here the knife, which I could use with the ferro rod, right? The back of the knife here, scrape the ferro rod, or bang, scraper for the ferro rod. Okay. Either way, you got your lighters and your ferro rod. You can't go wrong. Okay. More than one way to ignite. This is basically ignition. All right. Now these is what we call the tinder. Right. Ignition, tinder. Big difference. Okay. See what else we got in here. Uh-oh. My favorite. So what I did, I took cotton balls and Vaseline, good old-fashioned, never go wrong tinder, right? And then I took the cotton balls and Vaseline and rolled it in fat wood dust. Fat wood is basically pine resin. Is wood soaked with pine resin. When a pine tree gets bruised, all of the resin rushes to that particular area of the tree. It soaks itself in it and acts almost as a sealant. It's crazy. So fat wood is something you definitely want to invest in. It's very cheap to get. If you live in the South, take your ass in the woods and get all the fat wood you need, because a lot of those woods is what? Pine trees, right? So get your behind out there and get busy. Get you some fat wood, man. Right? So that's rolled up in the fat wood dust, and it burns even longer. It ignites easier than this. Now, even though this is super easy, this is even easier. But it's going to burn longer with the fat wood dust rolled on top of it. Right? So then we have that. Next, we have, let's see, good old-fashioned piece of toilet paper. Paper and fire, instant burn, right? Simple stuff, right? Boom. Now, what's this here? Oh, I got dub sacks of Instafire. What? Get your dub sack right here, chump. Dubs out. I'm just playing, y'all. But what I did, as you can see, I took my dub jars. Let's keep it real. We're talking about black survival. I took the dub jars and a pack of Instafire. It's granules, as you can see, little stone, little pebbles. but this stuff burns at 1,000 degrees, right? It burns on water, it burns wet wood. This stuff is super, super amazing. So I got a nice little pack of it. Now they say in the pack it's up to four fires you can start. So what I did, I took one pack, right, and broke it down. Gave, some to the family, broke, for their fire kits, broke it down. And so I got the dubs and I got the dimes. You dig? Dubs and dimes for you. Insta fire. Word up. I told you I'm pimping bags and I got fire starter for sale. You dig? Word. So I just broke down the Insta fire, into smaller vials. Now, let's see what we have here. Oh, another ignition. This is the UCO Titan waterproof, weatherproof matches. And I think I did a little review on this the other night while I was out of town. Let me see if I can get this off. There we go. Okay. These are the UCO stormproof, weatherproof. You could dip these in water, snow, and it'll continue to burn. It'll come right back at you. So I've tested it, tried it. It is what it says it is. UCO Titan weatherproof matches. And it comes with extra striker and all that good stuff. And I also just put some regular little box matches in here. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff the rest of the spacing with the box matches. Different types of ignition. All right, boom. So we got that. I told you I got a hell of a fire kit for you. We're going to talk about some fire tonight. Many different ways to start a fire. Okay? Very important because you need to cook. You need to boil water, especially boil water, because one of the main reasons is to boil water, to disinfect your water so you can cook and whatever else you got to do, bathe. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about hygiene real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because you out in the wilderness or, trying to survive don't mean you got to stink. You dig? So let's see what else we got in here. Oh, okay. This just came today. And this is fire tinder. And what this is, this little tinder that you can break down. Let's see if I just tap one out here. I tried it earlier. I told you I'm always testing my gear. As soon as I get it, I put it right to the test as soon as possible. So I broke one down. Where's the little piece I had? It's in there somewhere. But anyway, broke it up into little pieces and then lit it. And it instant light. You know what I'm saying? It lasted a pretty good minute before I blew it out. When I blew it out, it was almost like it didn't even burn. This thing is crazy, but I let it burn for at least a good 30, 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And when I blew the piece out, I looked at it and it was damn near like it didn't even touch it. It was just weird, magical, if you will. So yeah, another way to start fire tinder. All right, I'm gonna sit that there, tinder there, and all our ignition is over here, right? Matches, all that. Battery. All right. Now, got more tinder. We got more stuff in here. Hold on. What's this? Oh, okay. Now here we have the fuel tabs for the pocket stove, right? These joints burn, these little white tabs, they burn for up to like 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes per tab. And when basically all I need is like two or about two to burn a good kettle of water. You know what I'm saying? Pretty quick. It don't take much. And just the little brown pieces here is the burning fire log cubes, and they burn also for about 7 to 8 minutes. So as you can see, I got a nice little pack of that, and I love the little fire log cubes. These brown joints, oh man, they're amazing, and they come in bigger sizes. You know what I'm saying? They come in whole long logs and big blocks, and they burn very easy to light. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, okay. Okay. Now remember, I told y'all about the fat wood. Let me show you. I actually have some fat wood. Here we are. This is the fat wood. Okay. It's soaked in pine, and you smell it. Just, man, it's reeking of pine. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I pulled it out the bag, that's how soaked. All the little markings you see, that's all pine. You dig? So it's an instant fire, lights right up, burns really smooth. What else we got in here? Some good old dryer lint. That's right, dryer lint. I got plenty of this, and I just took a little piece. I got a whole damn near trash bag full of dryer lint. Don't ask how I got it, none of your damn business. But dryer lint sparks right up, you know what I'm saying, instantly. And I got some it's some fat wood little strands in it mixed up with it. Also a little charcoal cube, few of these. And I have, what else is in here? Let's see. Another ferro rod. And as you can see, this one been put to some work. You did. So boom, another ignition and more tinder. See what I'm saying? Tinder. Man, look at this fire. Look at this fire kit. Look at this, y'all. This is a fire kit for your ass. Okay? And it ain't done yet. Still pulling stuff out the back. This is some burlap cloth and some jute twine, some jute rope. Jute rope is very good tinder, lights right up, you know what I'm saying, and it burns just enough to help get that fire started, get that fire going. And the burlap cloth, that could be used or turned into a char cloth. And I actually think I have some char cloth somewhere around here. I gotta put it in here, but I do have some char cloth. Basically what char cloth is you take this, the burlap, and you just burn the charcoal. You just burn it in a little tin can. You understand what I'm saying? Just throw it in the fire and just burn it, and it becomes black and turns into charcoal. You dig? So another good fire tinder. See what else we got in here. This. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got it in a newspaper, not a newspaper, the coupon bag they hit you with every morning, right? But this, let me show you what this is before I tell you, because I want you to say, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Let me pull it out the bag here. Okay, here we go. This is a solar power fire starter. So basically you take this piece, stick it down in here. You take your tinder. I could take one of these, right? Let me show you actually how it's going to work. So if you want to light a cigarette, you'll stick your cigarette right down in here, and you sit it in the sun, and the sun will ignite here, and it'll spark up. So basically what you do, stick your tinder down in here, sit it out in the sun, and let the sun do its thing. Once that's lit, take this out, Or, well, I'm sure you don't want to touch it once it's lit, right? If you got gloves or something, or you could just dump the whole thing over, dump your tinder out, or pull it out, boom, and get it all started. All right? So we have that solar power, all means of ignition, right? So this will go over here in the ignition pile. Many different ways to start a fire. What else we got in here? More blocks, okay. More fire cube, more fire blocks. Another pack of that. Told you this is built for not just no 2-day, 1-night, overnight excursion. This is built for long term. All right, so here, next from the pouch, we have dun, 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 fat wood. I got these well, I'll let these go for dubs. You dig? Nah, these are dimes. Dimes of fat wood. Word is bottom. Dime sacks of fat wood. Pardon. So, again, I just explained about the fat wood. This is little fat wood chips. Came in a little bags like these that survive or die. We'll be having available different fire tenders and different things of that nature. Candle. Next out the pack. A 9-hour burning candle. This is made from Yuko, the same people who makes the Titans weatherproof matches. This candle actually goes to the Yuko candle lantern I was talking about and that I showed y'all about from the past video where I was bugging out in the tarp with the Yuko lantern. So this is the candle, 9-hour. This little baby right here, 9-hour burn. You can't beat that. So another, both ignition and tinder. So this will go dead in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You can use that for both. So what else we got? Another ferro rod. As you can see, this been put to some real use. You dig? I gets it in, y'all. I gets it in. I don't just talk about it. I'm about it. Word. Let's see. What else we got? Another lighter. Okay. What else is in here? Another candle. Tea light candle. Always good to have. And especially when you out with your queen, you know, little romance. A little, man, you'll be surprised as to the ambience a candle can do. For instance, let's talk about the candle lantern. It gives off a very, very bright, but also a very cozy ambiance of light. You dig? So you'll be surprised. Just little things like this could, you know, change the whole mood while you out there. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody said you can't be romantic, but hell, you can't worry about being romantic all the goddamn time. That's what we say. You know, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little nookie cookie in the woods, but damn, that ain't all that's gonna be going down in the damn woods. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just kidding, y'all. But look, candle, tea light always help. What else we got in here? What's this? Some alcohol pads. Instant fire. Told you I'm a pyro. Alcohol pads. Boom. You can just light the alcohol pad and it lights right up. What else we have in here? A bellow. And basically what a bellow is, a TV antenna that you could just blow through to feed oxygen to your fire. That's all this is. But it's very useful and comes in very, very handy. See? Just pull it out. It's a little antenna. Looks just like a TV antenna. Y'all remember them old ass TVs? And some of y'all probably still got them in your house. Them big ass floor model TVs Granny used to have that she ain't never gonna get rid of because now you done sat the goddamn microwave or the stereo speakers on top of it. Yeah, that antenna. So basically, you just blow through it and give oxygen to your fire. You know what I'm saying? Helps get your fire started, especially when you're starting with the tinder. You know what I'm saying? So if your fire acting a little crazy, you know, the wind blowing a little hard or too hard or something like that, the bellow comes in handy. I put it to use and boom, got that fire popping right back up. You dig? So, uh, give me 1 second. Put this back in the case here. All right. So, the importance of fire. The importance of fire. How important? You decide. The importance of fire. Okay. And with fire, you always have to have what? A first aid kit. This just my little boo-boo kit. That's a just this is like not even 2% of my medical kit. Straight up. This just throwing my EDC bag. This and actually that's what this is. This is my EDC med kit. Got a little bit of this and a lot of bit of that and a little bit of this. And this here will help. I gotta bring this in. This little multi-tool card here, right? It's a saw here, right? Which lanyard holes you can connect to and make a weapon with it, connect it to a stick. Got another saw here. I'm not sure if y'all can see them blades on that joint, but this joint got them little sharp ass piranha teeth blades, right? Another saw there. Arrow, fishing needles, fishing hooks. You got a spear, you got a fork. You know what I'm saying? More arrows, more spears. You got weights, more fishing hooks. You got tweezers. Man, so much stuff on here. You got an edge knife. This joint is nice, but pretty lightweight. And to be honest, this is actually, you damn sure ain't stabbing nobody with this arrow. You ain't stabbing nobody. Stop playing. But it's definitely good when you're fishing. You know what I'm saying? It's good for traps, all types of stuff. Self-defense weapons, close quarter weapons. You know what I'm saying? Man, so many different things you could do with it. But basically, as you can see, you got the double fishing hooks, all types of stuff. So many different ways. I like these multi-tools and the Leatherman's multi-tools. I'm not really paying that goddamn price for, but just little things like this, comes in handy. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what survival is all about. Even the smallest of things that we don't really think about or we take for granted on an everyday basis. You dig? So fire, family, and learning how to start a fire is vitally important. Speaking of multi-tools, this here is called the scarab. The scarab is actually a multi-tool. And I know y'all like, what the hell? Yeah, but let me show you how this works. So this comes down like that. It's a little transformer. I call it the little Egyptian transformer. Okay, boom, turns into a pair of pliers. In these pliers, you got wire cutters, grips, actual pliers. Then open that little side up. You got folding knife in here, all types of little stuff. We'll try to pull some of this out. The one thing I say they need to work on is this is able to get the actual tool out. They have it so small. But anyway, I'm not even about to bust my nails trying to get it the hell out. But there are tools inside of that little compartment, tools inside of this compartment. Let me show y'all. Hold on a second. I gotta show y'all. So here we have I got something for your ass. Hold on. All right. Got a file there, right? Another nail file there. Bang. Y'all see that? Okay. Put them two down, right? Then over here, we got screwdriver, little knife, right? And another little screwdriver bit over there, and an actual little serrated knife. And then you just fold it back up. Boom. Put it back in there. Right? Now I have another multi-tool here. Right? Little bit set on it. Right? And this turns into a phone holder. Bang. Put those two up like that. See these two little hooks right here? So your phone with these two up here would just sit right there and just boom, lock right in right there. Cute, right? Then it has a little serrated, a little blade on it. Very sharp blade. I mean, that thing is super sharp. I was super impressed with how sharp that goddamn blade is. Okay? So I'm actually wearing the effects of this blade, actually, for real. Yeah, it caught me. I was not expecting it. So what do? I sharpened it even damn more. So look at that joint. So then you have nail file, and you also have a little secret on here. Let me show y'all the secret. Pow! This little piece here, right? This is for your SIM card pusher. You know, you got the little cell phones. I know y'all probably lost the damn little key they give you with the phone. You gotta do some little jerk stuff. Well, this actually has that because I was one of the fools who lost the little key thing. So I had to quickly get something to get that handled. You dig? So that's another multi-tool. This is a little laser light. You know what I'm saying? And this is all EDC stuff, right? Little screwdriver bit set. Okay, you got different bits inside. You just unscrew this, and it's actually like 3 or 4 different little bits in here. And it's very there's 2 more in there, but this thing is magnetized on the inside. So the other 2 bits is like stuck down at the bottom to the magnet. It's crazy how this little thing works, right? And it also got a little flashlight and all that good stuff. So just basic stuff, y'all. Basic stuff. But the importance of fire, man, you know, fire will save your goddamn life. Hypothermia is no joke. And if you don't know how to start a fire and you out freezing, you know what I'm saying? Because hypothermia can kick in anywhere from under 45 degrees and under. So if you wet and it's freezing cold outside and you don't know how to start no fire, you're going to have a serious issue. So serious your ass going to be dead. All right? So it's other methods on fire starting, family. You got the battery and the gum paper. You got the 9-volt battery and the Brillo pad. Has to be a 9-volt battery. Okay? It's a different charge in that battery to start a fire with a Brillo pad. Right? You can start a fire with Oh man, what was it? Bear with me 1 second. Let me get my brain right. Let me get my brain right. Um, Brake fluid and chlorine. Now, warning: brake fluid and chlorine is very goddamn toxic. So you don't want to get that fire started in your fire pit, okay? Because it's going to leave fumes and a very, nasty chemical reaction. Stay away from the fumes. Don't mix the chemicals where you plan to build your fire, especially inside of your fire pit, because now you're going to have all them fumes in your food and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So, um, uh, wood friction, you know, two sticks, you can rub them together, start a fire. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all remember the joke? Two bony people, two sticks don't start nothing but a fire. Two skinny people don't start nothing but a fire. Yeah, that one. Or you could actually make the bow drill. You know what I'm saying? Which, I'm not about to sit up here and waste no goddamn time for 2 and 3 hours trying to get a fire started by either rubbing two damn sticks together or using some sticks and some string and sitting there, basically giving my arms a 3-hour workout trying to get a little ass piece of tinder started just so I can start a fire. Hell no. Not doing that. That's out for me. That primitive stuff, that is out for me. Now, I'm not saying it is not good to learn, because you may have to end up doing that. But fuck that. This is what all this is for. Well, what if you in a situation you ain't gonna have no lighter? Fuck that. Have a lighter. Shit. The hell are you talking about? Don't put yourself in a situation to where you need a lighter. This is why you have more than one way to start what? A fire. Okay? Boom. I ain't gonna have no problem. We ain't gonna have no problems eating. You dig? We gonna get it. You dig? Look at this. And this is just one of my fire kits, y'all. And I'm still building this fire kit. There's still a few more pieces I would like to add to this. You dig what I'm saying? I gotta add the Brillo pad and the 9-volt battery. But even though that, I've been there, done that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's, a little primitive, but it's always a black up. You dig? So learn how to start fires. Get out in the woods. Get out in your backyard. Hell, go to the nearest neighbor's house. Burn this shit down. I'm just playing. Don't burn your neighbor's house down. Okay? Get you a nice pouch. You know what I'm saying? Again, mine is color labeled. I color label all of my pouches, all of my compartments, so I know exactly what's what when I need to get to it, or may have to send somebody else to get to it. You know what I'm saying? They won't have to be fumbling around trying to find my fire kit, or trying to find the ferro rod, or trying to find the Instafire, or trying to find the damn fire cubes. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is right in your pouch, in your molly pack. Get you a good sturdy molly pack, okay? And as you can see, all of this stuff I pulled out of my molly pack. You dig? So, and again, this is growing. It's growing. I didn't do an actual count because, and in fact, I do have more pieces coming that I did order from a few survival companies to test out, their product. You dig? But my favorites is basically what you see here. The fat wood, the cubes, the wood cubes, fire cubes here, the lint, all of this stuff, man, will save your life. And that is the importance of a fire. Because without fire, you can't drink water. And you're out trying to survive. So you come across a pond of water, you ain't got nothing to start a fire with. So guess what that means? You now have two options. And both of those options is going to lead to your sickness or your death. You either going to drink the water, dirty and unpurified, or not drink the water, dirty and unpurified, which will lead to further dehydration, because you can only go 3 days without water. And technically, that dehydration is going to kick in long before 3 days. You're going to start to feel the effects of dehydration. Hell, maybe I know I start to feel it within about 10 hours. I got to have some water. I don't care if I had coffee throughout the day, any of that stuff. Orange juice or apple juice or whatever, cranberry juice. At the end of the day, you need some water in your body. Your body is 3/4 water. The planet Earth is 3/4 water. Our minds is held in a sack of 3/4 water. Our brain. So you can only go 3 days without water. So if you can't start a damn fire, you're in serious trouble. This means you cannot eat. Right? You can't sanitize. You can't bathe, which now leads to more germs, blisters. You know, once them insects start hitting you, you ain't got no repellent, no none of that. You can't bathe because you ain't got no fire to boil your water and disinfect your water just so you can bathe. Let me tell y'all something. You cannot continue to be reliant on somebody else for your survival. That's the absolute stupidest damn thing anybody could just do. So stop being lazy, stop making goddamn weak ass excuses, and start building your kits. Build your medical kit, build your fire kit, build your hygiene kit, build your shelter system, build your food kits and all that type of stuff. Build your survival kit, build, train, study, research, and get out and practice. Practice, practice, practice. As you can see, all these ferro rods, maybe with the exception of one, and that's because it's new, but it did have a scrape on it because I put it to the test today. But these ferro rods been getting battered. Look at that. I scraped the damn magnesium off of it. And it ain't done yet. It ain't done. You dig? They ain't done. Because I train, man. I train. I put all of these things that you see to the test. And they're in this kit because they work. They will save my life. They will help me get a fire going in the rain, hail, sleet, snow. Yeah, I'm about this life. So should you be. So there we have it. Thank you for tuning in for the importance of a fire kit and the necessity of learning how to start fires. Vitally important. I cannot stress it enough. You will not survive without fire. I don't care if you bugging in. You will not survive without fire. Even with a damn MRE, you got to have something to light the heaters to heat up your MREs. Even your mountain house food and your survival foods Damn it, you need fire to boil the water to add to your food. You can't walk around with a shitty ass all day. You gotta wipe your shitty ass. You need water and soap. You need fire to help keep them babies sanitized. Keep their bottles clean and sanitized. Keep their towels and the rags that they use. If you're using the cloth diapers, damn it, you need water to wash and clean and sterilize the cloth diapers. Cannot stress enough the importance of fire. So you do the knowledge. Black power.